back. Oh gosh. Okay. Welcome back to my expanded divine panel of the infinite aid to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. Um all right. I already had my nappy time, and it was so weird. I was craving like a full-on meal just a few moments ago. So I had a full-on meal. And I feel good. I don't feel weighed down by it. I satiated myself. So it's all good. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay on here for, but anyway, I felt out the energies, and it was a way out between Operation Empress Diaries and Gifts Unlocked. And I only tend to do Gifts Unlocked when I feel like, having I really need to pick me up. I need something to live for. I mean, and it's extras. My spiritual Amazon package has arrived. So, I already got that, okay? So right now it's Operation Empress Diaries. It is number 36. Oh wait, yeah, it is number 36. Yeah. So this is Hide and Go Seek. Scavenger hunt begins. I don't know what that means, but we'll go ahead and find out. I'm a little concerned, but the left side, recipient side, is King of Wands. Okay? This is interesting, because if it's a hide and go seek scavenger hunt, that means that there might be, while there's some heinous things going on, there's also some fun added into the mix. So detective work, PIs, and all this stuff happening, and we might as well make it a fun experience if we're going to learn about our environment and learn about what's going on. It's what was I going to say about that? Like turn it into like a duck duck goose, if we're gonna have to assemble a mosh pit type of energy, or mush pit. Is it mush pit? I don't remember. Anyway, but like all this stuff can be like so dry, and having to and I just, it gets boring sometimes. So like I'd rather be interested in life, okay? And so King of Wands is like taking accounts, Have you seen this person? Have you seen this person? That kind of thing. It's like a glorified milk carton search, and checking in with people like as a, in its casual state. Some may require warrants or like subpoenas or whatever, but that's on the recipient side, okay? Knowing that not only can I answer the door, but I can knock on a few and knock down a few. Oh my gosh! So those what do you call it? Those things at the door, batarangs. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. So there could be some of that too. Okay. That's weird. You wouldn't expect that. Such force encountered, or such force depicted on the recipient side. Interesting. I don't know what cases that would happen in. Maybe like receiving, like pulling out like hostages. Well, thank you, sir. Okay, but on the right side, okay, the doing side is the devil side. This is being very engrossed in the search process, the hide and go seek scavenger hunt. Like, I'm really into this thing. So it's serving its purpose, rather than being jaded and disinterested in life and its ongoings, and like the terrible nature of whatever is going on locally and worldwide. This is making things, like interesting again, not just on the weekends. And so it's created some kind of appeal. So the devil card isn't really as like terrible here. I mean, this is just being very involved and engrossed and almost at the edge of your seat. Like, this is a really good series. Like, when you get into, let's say, I didn't think really anything of Battlestar Galactica until I got like a few episodes in, and I was like, I just, a good rendition of its actual nature of being engrossed can best be carried out through Portlandia. But that's what it felt like. I'm just very, very into it. Anyway, what was I gonna say about this here? Okay, so there's that. Okay, those are the energy cards. I'm back. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you, thank you. All right, so Segue cards, we're gonna use this. Okay, just because it's immediately at hand. And when we're doing scavenger hunt time, it's always nice to before extending your feelers, it makes common sense to touch on your locals. Thank you. I made a fresh thermos of tea. So, and I already had a full-on meal, like a full-on breakfast sandwich with grilled onions and all that stuff, like this evening, after having catfish tacos a few hours before that. And so I don't know what's with me today. And some fruits on this side. Silly. So I never eat like that in the on the witching hour. All right. Yeah, it's good. Okay, so Ace of Wands in reversal. Okay, this is initiated. The sequence initiated. The thing has been set up. So I think, gosh, the focus on one of the readings, I think a couple of readings ago, was the Yule card. And it was indeed death, but it was depicted as like the birthing, like it was the pagan version of resurrection, like Jesus's resurrection. And so this is where it's going here, especially with a scavenger hunt deal. But anyway, it's initiated, it's starting. And so being outside of what Easter is, I thought Easter was around April. That's what I grew up with, but I guess the calendar shifted. I don't know what. And now I think I've seen it lately in March, if I'm not mistaken. Let me find out. I'm just curious, Easter 2026 is, okay, it's April 5th. Okay. What was it? Maybe I got all funked up. Oh no, it's always April. What the heck? Where's my brain at? Okay, so maybe 2024, it was in March. Sometimes I get stuck in certain eras. Yeah, 2024 was the only one. Or 2023? Yeah, 2024 was the only... I don't know what I was dealing with, dude. Like, seriously, when you go through some life stuff, things just... your memory gets shot. Like, sometimes I wonder, like, what happened to me? All of a sudden, my memory got erased, and what I thought was, like, felt like, I don't know, a couple years ago was actually 10 to 12 years ago, maybe 8 years ago at length. And so, I gotta be more in my moment. That's what I'm reteaching myself. Yeah. Is that PTSD dating? Hold on. Yeah. All right, so okay, segue cards. Here we didn't do it out in full. It's just telling us it's like ready, set, go type of energy. This is the go part. They didn't say ready and set. They assumed that. If you're here, you're ready and you're set. They just said go. Okay, so boop. 3, 2, 1. Cheese. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I was destined to do this. The recipient side. I got the formal. Your gears are like Pit Crew says. Everything's set. They tap on the the side of the car and you're free to go. Right? That's crazy. That's crazy. No, it's from like going through bad junk. Oh. And bad junk you don't want to talk about. That's what that is. Okay. Oh, look, dropping the burdens. Like, vroom, vroom. All the loose screws and all the king's horses and all the king's men did put my Humpty Dumpty car back together again. So, 10 of Wands in reversal, clarifying or like, enhancing the devil card, the doing side. So this is kind of lightening the load and free to go. Okay, so I exercised the discipline and like I was about to do some communications on my legal stuff. I was so about to, but I was like, I gotta respect the directives. Just because like, dude, like I gotta realize my life is has not just greater meaning and greater purpose, but there's actually like I'm part of something way, way, way bigger, and not in just like conceptual type of like sense. This is it's more than a woo-woo thing, and so even though I'm not like formally inducted into some kind of military organization, everything's kind of like, you should know, Tina. You should know. We're not gonna like say it. We're not gonna write it blatantly down. Like in some organizations, you know that you're admitted. You're a part of something without getting that formal piece of paper, and so or that formal call. And what was I gonna say about that? Oh, and so you know that every organization has its structure, which means that if you're given a directive, whether you're formally in or not, you should have the consideration, the respect of adopting certain behaviors. You follow certain directives. Don't consider them as like slight suggestions or recommendations. They are more than that. They're not orders, but they're just like, trust me on this one. And as I expect to be trusted by my teammates, there's that. Like, you're good at what you do, so you have more insights than I do when it comes to the actual, like seeing it in more like intangible form. The people that are associated with, delegating and people that are carrying out the shit. So that's where I'm at here, okay? Lighten the burden, lighten the load. I backed off. And so I got my sleepy time early, and I just feel well rested. Yeah, I feel all right. Okay, so now header cards. Okay. Oh, almost forgot about this, baby. Okay, this right. Yeah, we'll do this. Next World Tarot. Oh, dude, what is this doing here? Okay. Next World Tarot. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Someone is trying to do some oogity boogity because I feel the stuff on my throat, like the the hesitation. And I started to get slightly sleepy. So, we'll just have to do this. ward off them bitches. Okay. Or those insecure warlocks. Whatever. Whatever. Excuse me for a second. Yeah, I don't want to wear anything special today. Because I just want to lounge around. Uh-oh. My hair is getting weird. Okay. Let's just do it like that. It's fine. I got to do... Oh, thanks. There's a little bit of a bouffant that I did not expect, but that's okay. That's okay. I have to protect myself. I wanted to leave it down, but people are already starting to mess with me. Shame on them. All right. Okay. Hide and go seek scavenger hunt begins. Okay, so what do we expect out of that? Okay, so these are the header cards. Okay. Boop. 3, 2, 1, cheese. What is it? Page of Cups. You just come in and you kind of like mind your own business. Like just you're here to enjoy yourself. Okay. I'm here to enjoy myself. Okay. I might not be feeling like 100%. Look, there's a little bit of a limp here. I did feel a lot better before I got on here. And so, you know, it's only been like a few minutes, like 15 minutes. And I know that somebody's messing with my energy because my eyes are starting to get sleepy. My throat is starting to get all funked. Shouldn't be like that. 5 of Pentacles and the Hermit card in reversal. That's the doing side. Okay, so come in with the spirit of the game, and then the doing side, like with, you know, with decent expectations. But then the doing side is not left with very much to go on. This is like knowing like half of the full-on picture, knowing where half of the budget is going. Like the, yeah. Or if half of the budget is missing. And so you got to find it. So there's like, alert, alert. So that's kind of what it feels like on its everyday scale. Like, where the fuck did the money go? Yeah. So there's that. Okay, so where do we go on from here? What other deck were we using? That, and this. Okay, we'll go with Shadowscapes again. I thought we were going to do something different, but that's okay. I don't think I'll be on for an hour and a half here. Just because I'll recoup. So this one first on my thumb, and then this one. All right, that's nice to see. Okay, so the Hierophant in reversal. It's non-traditional. Okay. It's not the breakup energy presented here. It's just representing a non-traditional type of card here. Okay. This goes along with it. Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Wands. Okay. So this is neither internal nor external. It is energy as they're describing it. Yeah. And these are two separate energies. These are two queens and they are bonded. So this is kind of like same-sex marriage or same-sex relationships or bonds. I don't know why that's brought up over here. Let me just put it into context. Hide and go seek, scavenger hunt begins. Mm. Well, perhaps this is looking for the right mate. When you have a particular interest, let's say, like for me in particular, should I even talk about this? Hold on. Yeah, I can talk about this. I'm gonna take this thing out of my hair because I don't know if it's helping or not. It's just creating a drag on me. Ah. Um, yeah, so for me, like with my ex and all of that, after a long period, it I can see why there are certain people who come out of like horrible relationships um and it's not that they haven't, like, this is not indicative of people who have not like sought proper closure with everything, but this is like going through so much turmoil that that energy, that particular gender has ruined, um has like traumatized your experience. So any affiliation with that particular gender on the like intimate level is not only a turnoff, but incites disgust within you. So I haven't gotten there, but it definitely has opened up my range. Like I'm more interested in exploring other genders. It hasn't turned me off completely to males, but I realize that when you invest so much of your life and your loosh basically, um, your interests, your efforts in into a certain arena of your life, I can see where, I can step back and say like, okay, my bad. I should have allotted to other baskets. But even if I did that, there's still no excuse to like the proper allotments to this particular energy that didn't pan out accordingly. So where was I going with this? Holy smokes. You realize that there were a lot of improper things. And it was more than improper, but I've made peace with a lot of things. So, um, oh, sorry, it's a lot. So I shouldn't even have to apologize about my stuff. But I realized when you invest that much and so hard, uh, and you look at an energy beyond the scope of gender, um, how awful they could be, it's just like, okay, well, I guess to each their own. And so, um, why limit myself to just a certain ratio of the population um, when that's ultimately me limiting myself. I realize bad behavior can be carried out by an array of people. So that's why I'm a lot more open, not just to gender, but also to certain like backgrounds. And I'm beyond my scope of what I found attractive, like from high school and college, way beyond that. So I can say, yay, I've grown beyond that. Anyway, that's why this thing is coming up here. All right, next up. What do they want to say about that? Let's elaborate. Okay. Gosh. Waiting period. Oh, okay. Oh, jeez. Okay, it was upright. And it still fell in upright. Look, 9 of cups. It felt like right where like you would probably kind of hold a cigarette, right? I don't remember, how did I used to hold a cigarette? Yeah, it was right there. Yeah, so it was like at the knuckle portion. And then it fell like face down over, like just softly over to kind of like the ledge of my bookshelf thing, altar. So this is happiness. Whatever makes me happy. Or happy or supplemental, you know? Yeah, I'm in the same boat, but I only okay, it's safe. I can say I only restarted weed when I um re-entered an establishment, but since I left it, like I didn't do it anymore. Well, it was more of a budget thing, but also kind of like a fasting period for me, a detox. And so it helped me kind of move further away from it. It probably took like a few weeks time, no more than a month. Probably like 2 weeks after I had left that I stopped that. But smoking, um like cigarettes, yeah, I think I also stopped within that same range too. I forgot I restarted smoking too. Sometimes you have to like get out of your head, and that was the only way that I could kind of calm my nerves, really. I don't like drinking. Chinese New Year readings, what's that? I'm not doing Chinese New Year readings. Yeah. So like um sometimes I wonder like when I'm gonna like get a break, you know, like when I can just really relax and like really have fun. And I know weed tends to regulate my system so I can really relax, but I don't have the budget for that. I have my natural sunshine. And so like I was thinking like, okay, so when I have enough money, I will buy myself like just a pen with, you know, the wax in it, and I can just use it sparingly, and like we're all good and fine, just very sparingly, like once or twice on the weekends, and that's it. And I haven't gotten to that point. And so I know that even if I have a little bit of money to do it, just to kind of like, maybe I won't get coffee, or I won't, you know, then I'll have the funds to do that. But still, like, I'll feel guilty. So there's that. Mm. Yeah. And I'm personally okay. I don't find myself to be depressed. It's just like I want more out of life and feeling, you know, enjoyment and relaxation. And I can't, well, I haven't achieved that through exercise or walks or, um, you know, that sense of being elated. I guess the only other comparative thing is like being in love, you know, or or a drink of wine. And and I don't like really drinking alone, even wine. Like I mean, I think wine is probably fine, but it's the psychology of it. I would rather just do that on a date or something. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I'm doing right. So this is a sun card. Doing it au natural. Okay. This is definitely the scavenger hunt thing for me, and finding that relief. That's good. Anyway, this, yes, just this. Okay. So, King of Wands and the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is interesting. So this is a youngling, player level, looking to, looking at like more of like a mentor level of one that's in upright, that is more well versed in discernment and picking their crowds, formulating their own environment. So I mean, I suppose this is also the inner child, like the reckless inner child, like I just want to have some fun. And this is well, mischief managed, basically. Yes, thank you. All right, so hide and go seek, scavenger hunt begins. Where do we want to go with that? These? Okay. It's kind of like open forum here. I'm going to have a little bit of tea, but okay. Hangman in reverse, Judgment in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse, holy smokes. Queen of Wands in reverse, Two of Wands, and Three of Cups in reverse. What is this? Okay. This is reiterating, don't worry, there's good news ahead. You know, this is, again, hide and go seek. This is supposed to be fun. Remember, this is a part where I play dead, okay? Tina, heal. Go play dead, okay? Figure out what that means, okay? And so, we'll come and find you. Don't worry, okay? We'll have, like, a safe word so you know it's us and not some, like, oogity-boogities, okay? And so this is interesting. So this is kind of like resourcing. They're getting things together on this setup period, okay? This is just coming into the awareness that things are like domino effect. Things are coming into order, like karma is being set up, okay? Very methodically. And by the same, you know, these are the party planners, I feel like. Give me a second here. Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands in reverse. An intuitive and someone quite magical. So these are the party planners, it feels like. I don't understand what's going on here. They're energies anyway. But there's plans, like straight up plans. But like, just pretend like you don't know, Tina. Seriously, just psh, okay? Because there's celebration and order. Okay. I really don't know what to expect out of all of this. I know my cards are correct. I mean, my readings are correct. I know energy shifts, and so this is not like, even with the shifting, this is not obliterated. It still exists within this timeline, even within its like subsets of trajectories. And so, I think the best thing to do is really relax. Like, the worst thing that you can do is get all uptight so that when you encounter something that's supposed to be, you know, well intended for you, like yay, like surprise, like it it generates the most endorphins, basically, once you encounter it, rather than meeting it with like excitement and resistance. Like, it's kind of like a headbutt. It is storm time in the East Coast. I know, huh? Isn't that crazy? Thanks. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, so maybe there's some really gnarly energy out there that need to be schooled and need the oogity boogities frightened out of them. And unfortunately, they kind of ruin it for a certain collective that is, but at least you get to see, how people kind of run amok. And at least it also challenges, like, the environment on what their plans are should, like, a ruckus really happen, like real emergencies happen. Are you prepared for it? And so it's quite interesting, right? Is everybody doing their jobs? Are there enough resources? Is there enough funding in this arena? And why not? It's gonna get people shook up for sure. Okay, that's my understanding of it, but that's what I saw. I was like, oh my god. And then I checked the weather. I was like, wait a minute, are we expecting some heinous stuff? And no, we just got rain. I think yesterday or the day before yesterday. But that was very unexpected too. Everything else looks good, like in the surrounding units. Though I don't think I'm going to the beach tomorrow or later today. I don't think so. I don't feel like it. I might. I don't know. I just don't feel it. But you do have a few losers at work that don't do anything driving you nuts, but they're getting laid off this year. Yeah, they are. Definitely. It's really bad when management has to be, like, struck down too. Okay, cut off to this. 7 of Wands, look at that. And then 8 of Cups in reverse. So this is leverage. It just started, like, as I was putting it down, it started, like, kind of opening up already. They didn't know you'll be a supervisor at your job, so that's funny. Yeah, I mean, that's strategic planning. That was by no mistake. I'm pretty damn sure. Make way for Prince Ali. Okay, so this is a huge advantage with a lot of backup right there. A task force, basically. And so they're just saying, like, chill, heal, sit, Tina. Just chill, meditate, do your thing, okay? Do your thing, don't stop. Thanks. Go, girl, do your thing. Yeah, that's what I say. Do your thing, don't stop. 8 of Cups in reversal. This is a comeback. This is a glow up. I like it. Not just an advantage by, like, official stamp of approval with the embossed stamp, makeup there. This is a glow up. This is like a golden seal embossed stamp version. Okay, that's what we're working with here. So the scavenger hunt, Heidi Ho, is are done with golden eggs. How wonderful is that? All right, all the more power to the duck goose. Oh my gosh! So in that context, duck goose lays the golden eggs. Those are considered, like, the echelons, the ones that, like, have the bigger bucks, the boko bucks. I think that's what it is. Like, and then if they don't, you select them. You're supposed to chase you around, and if they tag you before you make the rotation and sit in their place, then you go in the mush pot. But if you sit down successfully and take their place, they go in the mush pot. Look at that, Yeshua. There's something there. And I already have a guaranteed seating. I already have a seating. I don't need to race to it. That's the wonderful part of this. That's a hide and go seek scavenger hunt. Like secret. I can hide. They'll seek me out later, okay? They'll tap me on the shoulder. It's ready. The coast is clear. So that's wonderful. That's one. Oh, I was supposed to get my drink. Give me a second. Okay. Oh, I just saw the vice versa tarot. I think I'm gonna grab at that. I didn't think anybody was gonna be on. There's a group of people here, like what I normally get for my earlier, my midnight reads, but I guess this is the time that I would approximately get off. Put out most for the 8 years, so I don't know, they kind of have been leaning. Oh, no, that's great. That's great. I'm not saying you didn't earn it, dude. I'm saying, well, bravo that you also earned it. That you put in the time as well. The commitment. Oh, yeah, it's weird. I was kind of told, I don't know why, I looked at a card and I was like, what's the vibe? And they gave me the 9 of Wands somewhere. I think it was in here. I think it was. I don't know. It was the 9 of Wands. It was like, show up. No, it wasn't this one. I'm curious now that I have this open. Excuse me. Strength in reverse. Inner strength. What the heck? What the heck? What is that all about? I think it's inner strength. I've got to assume I'm there. 5 of Cups. Okay. This is strengthening like who belongs and who doesn't. These are decisions. This is like when it's time to let go. What does that all have to do with it? When it's time to let go? What does that have to do with me? Usually, like, I'm very aware of what they're trying to point towards. 7 of Swords in reverse. Time to let go. Oh, okay, so this is naturally happening for me. Letting go of the weakest links. Any indicators of, like, don't make excuses for other people. So, like, I tried again to listen to other, just to put myself to the test, like, do they have something valuable to say? Like these other psychics that I said goodbye to before, because they had, like, they indicated, like, I could tell through their certain verbiage and word choice and etc. that and you know when people have you can read energy through the tone of someone's voice and their word choice, and like how they talk about, that there's like overload of egoic energy there. And so with everything in the bunch, I tried to go to the readings. I like dipped into 2. I couldn't last for more than, I don't know how many seconds or what, well, minutes, I'd say. And I was like, no, it just feels like bullshit. There's nothing there for me. Hey. Moon card in reverse. Okay, so this is about setting intentions. Okay, not too bad. This is kind of like a little bit of the grunt work on the side. Okay. All right, so moving forward. Okay, this one. Shadowscape Zero. Oh, Nun is here. I don't even know if I wish I had a phonetical thing here. Nun. I doubt you're an angel. That seems sarcastic. That no, sarcastic isn't the word for it, but Laura? That's in okay, you're Laura. Hi Laura. Okay, death in reversal. Then the Hermit card, 5 of Wands, the Lovers card, and 4 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, having to say goodbye. Then we lean to this. Okay. Okay, we were talking about not duck, duck, goose. This is hide and go seek. Scavenger hunt begins. Okay. So, tables are turning. Okay. Roles are switched. Things are reallocated properly. Things are in order. Things are still happening behind the scenes. Hermit card. The Riot Crew is an assembly of a lot of people arranging the next scene. Like these are the people that move the props. Let's say like if you're on a physical stage, these are the people dressed in black and they're moving stuff. They're in place. It's that energy. Okay. They're all masters of their own stage as well. But for this particular main stage, this main set, they are coming in with an assist because everyone is like self-actualized here. Yes, the helpers. Okay. Yeah, it's prepping for like the main stage to be had. There's probably more to it, but okay. Okay, what else are we getting on this? All right, this is I forget. Operation Empress Diaries is mainly for me. Okay, number 36. It's highlighting the Hermit card, so that was an indicator here. Okay. Yeah, stuff is still happening behind the scenes, even after the resurrection, the emergence. Scavenger hunt begins. Oh, I think because like there have been so many delays with me even just being able to take up space to claim a certain area that's suitable for me to work in, basically. So, I mean, I don't know if I still see it as a challenge. I guess it's become commonplace. The extension of not feeling as stabilized yet. That I just kind of like I assume that it goes with the territory. So there's some kind of redefinition in what stability really means. That it's I'm not supposed to settle anywhere. But I should at least get some footing and some kind of reliable means here. So I don't have any answers for anyone. should they inquire about or question my means of stability. I don't know what to tell them. I don't know what to tell them. Um, mm, but I mean, I've struggled with this earlier today, that maybe I'll just tell them the truth, because I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of being scolded or interrogated or questioned about the validity of, my beliefs. But it's more so like their questions are targeted or positioned in a way that they are asserting the topic of what am I doing, like to indicate a sense of responsibility in my livelihood. And I see that, but I'll race you with my beliefs, with what spirit is telling me to do. And I just have to go with that. So I think that's the answer. If anyone chooses to question and interrogate me about what am I doing to show that I'm, valid, basically, is that, yeah, like, we all have to own up to a greater power at some point. And if you don't, then that's probably your problem, not mine. But for me, I know I'm really good at what I do, and I'm following that direction. I ask specifically, and I ask even multiple times a day for that type of direction. And if that's what I'm guided to do, then that's the answer. If it's not good enough for you, then, maybe, should I say it? No, because not everyone deserves that. Um, to wish similar circumstances upon them in order for them to understand, try something in life that teaches them. Mm, yeah, so I think that's probably the most relaxing way I can just assert myself. And it's not through dominance, it's just that's the truth. What do you want? What are you going to tell me after that? I don't know what, like, okay. There's that hermit card. Okay, anyway, they always say follow your gut feeling. Yeah. So I'm just going along with it, because with this weather pattern, I don't know, the ones that are encountering storms, did you suspect that was happening in your environment? Were there stages, like, in the actual weather forecasting? Did you see that it was coming, like, leading up to ice storms, or did it just happen? The Four of Cups in reverse. They're saying that I make the right choice. That's true. I'm doing the right thing. Okay, so this is nearly an hour, so anything they want to, okay, this one too, yeah, the bottom of that, so fixing that. Okay, so Four of Swords in reverse and the Nine of Swords in reverse. Look at that. How crazy is this? So that's 13 swords in total. That's a death card basically in reversal, like total slay, Tina. In a different way, in its spiritual sense, total slay. Yeah, you tell them what's up. You don't have to be defensive. You just tell them, look, I just in all seriousness, outside of the woo woo, outside of being like, however, whatever people find offensive or not to be taken seriously, you omit those portions to make it more digestible to them. That basically, I've prayed about it. I seek guidance several times, within a single day, to ensure that, like, maybe I'm, just keeping aligned, and that is what I'm guided to do. Okay. And you just leave it at that. I don't, I wouldn't anticipate any pushback from that. And even if I did, I don't know if it would anger me. I think that's the ultimate way to go. Like, that's almost like the smartest Karen thing to do. Is like, oh, you want to talk to my boss about this? you want to take it up with my boss? Feel free to do that. Okay. That's what it feels like. So Four of Swords in reverse, this is called recuperation. This is like regaining the assets that were lost, stolen, forgotten about, exploited, etc. Okay. That's the way to go. And don't stress about it, because exactly, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get what's due to me. Good morning. Yeah, so there's that. I like it. Okay. I feel like that's good for now. I don't really feel like I'm going to go night soon, but I really don't want to exhaust myself either. Let me see if there's any surprises along the way, because I remember I said I was going to do this one, the vice versa tarot. Okay, put it down there. Don't talk to my... It's funny. Oh, look, it's a sun card again. Landed on the thumb. So, yeah, just continue bringing that natural sunshine and whatnot. Rest your horse. Rest the, the movement from here to there, trying to move the needle, this and that. Just fucking have a good time where you're at. Yeah. Okay, again, Four of Swords. This is rest and recuperation. It's time to go night-night. Okay, so I guess I'm supposed to go night-night. I was like, okay, since I ate a huge freaking sandwich and after dinner, and then yeah, I should probably do some exercise. And this is saying, no, go to bed, Tina. You won 1,900, but how? As you age and I get a certain percentage. That's wonderful, though. Okay, so anything else that you want to tell me? Oh, Seven of Swords in reversal. No bullshit. That is absolutely true. This is 11 swords here. Okay, kind of like the Ace of Swords. But then if we do it in its mathematical sense with upright and all of that, it's -3 swords. So it's no heartbreak. Okay. So again, this is kind of pointing towards like health and wellness, and ensuring that like my heart health is in good order with my sleep time. What is this? I just got here. I didn't think your live would be up. Oh, awesome. Thank you. I didn't think I was going to be up here too. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm supposed to shut down for the night, and so now it is, or the morning, and now it's takeaways time. Oh, well, thank you. This is kind of like low key. I don't know if I did anything extra like special in its entertainment sense, but that's okay. I just needed some comfort and some, just like some nice things to hear. Like when you pick up the phone, like back in the day when before people would text, um, it's nice to hear someone's voice. People knew how to dialogue, and even when you didn't know the right things to like say to alleviate one matter, it was almost as though you could save face but kind of divulge certain things by phone, and you can kind of like divert, you can alleviate certain feelings of certain topics and divert towards another thing that like brought levity. And so like even just picking up the phone, and you would, I don't know, it's not just nostalgia, but hearing the like the inconsistencies, the human nature of a personality behind a voice, and you don't really get that through texting, or even like these videos unless they're live. Yeah, you kind of lose a bit of that trueness in what it's like to be, present in person. And it's not like your teleconference Zoom calls either. There's something, I don't know, it's just different. All my YouTube is music, leftover junk and mix. Of course, you too. Oh, yeah, you too. Definitely. All right, so takeaways time. This one. We can go with the one. Okay, first off, bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands. I'm sorry, Queen of Pentacles, upright, and was back turned. So protected by a mame figure, a divine feminine figure. And then top of the deck is the Destiny card in reversal. So that's actually fate. Interesting. Okay, this is the second deck. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Tower card, certainties. Thanks. Thanks. Okay. Ace of Cups in reversal, replenishment. So after going through like a big decision, it's like going like back-to-back races or back-to-back sets. So like after one big set is done, it's like, okay, I need a refresher, a drink. Okay, bravo, wonderful job. Okay. And then three. This is the third deck. Okay, bottom of the deck of this one is strength. Da-da-da. This is the second wind. Top of the deck, no secret to the sauce, Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, now you pass over the spirit stick. Okay, it's ongoing. I'm telling you, it keeps going. Okay, fourth deck, bottom of the deck is another drink. Oh my god, this is so freaking weird. This is weird. Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but that's a lot of aces going back to back here. Okay, the Fool card, like about to start another race. What is this? This is so weird. Okay. It's cold. Wake and bake. Yeah, I get really bummed about it because it feels like, I feel like somebody just made me laugh. Like it's automatically a good like feeling, and I don't get like a down from it, you know. And anyway, I'm okay. I'm living. I'm fine. Okay. So now for my super duper refined divine collective, 2 takeaways. First one is 7 of Pentacles. Cha-ching! This is another jackpot. This is harvesting. Who are you? Clarify back. Ace of Swords, that is the truth. What is going on? What is going on? So the scavenger hunt, like making a killing off of it. What do you mean you're lost? King of Swords. King of Swords. King of Swords lays it down again. He delivers for sure. Okay, so I have to admit myself as part of this, okay? I have to. What do you mean you were lost? Was my reading not not doing its bit for you this time? The Sun card again. How many times do I get to get the Sun card? Hold on real quick. Let me see here. So this time the King of Swords did get a bit of, you know, like his, but again, he delivers. What the heck? More so. Yeah, he's starting to see like the kickback. That's wonderful. Good for him. Bravo, sir. My my super duper refined divine collective. Your second takeaway is Vibe. Why are you lost? There's more to come. Why do I keep like every time I say more to come? I hear Mordecai. What the frick is that? I'm gonna look it up. I don't even know if I know how to spell it. Excuse me. Fucking bitch. Okay. Ugh, shit. I don't know, dude. I don't know what it means. I don't know why we got there. And now you're F? What does that mean? What does that mean? What are you talking about? And now you're F? Stop talking in code. All right, clarified by Justice in reverse. Okay, justice coming through. Yeah, stop it. Stop it. I know what you're doing. Wheel of Fortune. Trust, have faith, things are in order. Okay. Life is just needs some time to crank out its stuff. Pinning something down. What is this? Bitch. Oh, pinning out the details. Like pinning down the details. So there's some bigger shit going on. But it's definitely gaining more than just traction. This is on like a macrocosmic scale. So there's some things that need to be pinned down, like some remaining receipts, some details, some accounts. Again, this is hide and go seek scavenger hunt begins. And so like while it's happening and everyone's kind of in the moment of their own, there are bigger things happening as well. Yeah, to finalize. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, 2 takeaways for my partners in peace and quiet, okay? Which includes myself. You guys I have dudes here. Okay, 2 of cups anyway. Okay. I have alliances. I have partnerships. Of a different make. 2 of swords. What is this? 2 of cups, 2 of swords. Some kind of block here. I don't know if it's like protection or if it's like being guarded. I don't know. Find out. Judgment in reverse. It feels like there's like bodyguards or something here. Knight of Wands in reversal. This one isn't players, though. I mean, maybe players to others, but not players to me. What is this? This is weird. Hold on. Okay, that's internal and energy, and then this is... Well, master number 22, I forget, is over here. Master builder, like a master partner, I believe. Yeah. There's like a protective order here. Yeah, there's like a protective order here. I don't even know what that really is. Let me see here. Motherfucking bitch. What the fuck is happening here? Why is it doing this? Turn it off. I don't know why. I need to find out if there's a, what do you call it? Like a statute of limitations for like getting a protective order or restraining order on my ex. Like the foul shit that he messages me with is crazy. I'd rather receive a dick pic from a stranger. You know what I mean? Like it's heinous anyway. in a welding shop. Protective order. There's something about a protective order is already in place. I've forgotten. Is this for me or for my partners in peace and quiet, which also includes me? I think this is for my partners in peace and quiet, which includes me. Okay. Yeah. Okay, partners in peace and quiet, which includes me. Is it? Hold on. Sometimes I move these cards and then I forget. No, that is partners in peace and quiet, which includes me. Okay. Page of Knight of Wands. Okay. Okay, that's the part that's hidden. Okay. All right. Okay. That's good to know. Yeah, so like there's a discrete filing of like protection ordered and granted for my partners in peace and quiet, which includes myself. Like leave this person alone. Like do not yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Second takeaway is Page of Cups in reverse. That is a secret admirer. Okay. Eight of Swords in reverse. This is funny. Give me a second. Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay. This is more than just a secret admirer. It's not a page level for sure. For someone to, you know, kind of ensure this type of energy is they're more than just they're not a page. Three of yeah, they're not they're not a page. The secret admirer is not like if they are like a youngling, like a super duper youngling, they have extreme favor. Like they're born into fucking royalty. Like as you wish, that type of energy. It's good to be the king energy. That like if they were youngling, there's like it's more than just like trust fund baby type of energy. I don't even know what that actually means because I've never met a trust fund, you know, person or like they pointed out, oh, that's a trust fund, blah, blah, blah. But it's definitely like a secret admirer that like has the doesn't just they could they do big game basically. Okay, they do big game things, so they have the ability because to free one up from a certain situation after like the protective order thing going on and then like drop all the burdens, like freeing someone is one thing, and then but then having them like left to deal with like the major bullshit that they were this is like this isn't just like, oh, we put him away. Like we're helping you put your situation in order, which means like we're alleviating a lot of the burdens that were accumulated by that bullshitter. Okay, so one lump sum, goodbye. But even more than that, a new opportunity, like a blessed opportunity. Remember, this is always to be celebrated. So that's more than just, that's definitely, that's not a page. That's not a page, dude. If it's a page, it's a fucking golden child page. But for sure, like, this person is in disguise, like, incognito, please, no more, like, public, what is it, publicity on this. Like, this, but like, people will inevitably know, so like, it's okay for me to say these things. But yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay, wonderful. So 3 takeaways for myself. Okay, come on, give it. Okay, all right, first takeaway of mine is Hanged Man. Okay, back. Okay. Okay, continue to be objective. Know that people are going to be looking at you, but everything's plain and simple. Like, my hands are tied. What the fuck do you want me to tell you? You know, I'm just hanging out here. Plain and simple. Instead, okay, so not just not just playing dead, but also healing. This is going to be very obvious. So I'm not just like your standard roadkill in playing dead. This is like, I don't know, dude. This is kind of the energy, probably the most similar speaking, like out there in the open, is kind of like, not really a stray cat, but a cat that likes to be outdoors. And so, it's not quite playing dead. It's just doing whatever the frick it wants. Leave it alone. Playing dead and healing. Yeah, like just catching some rays, like just getting comfortable. And so, leave the story simple. Like, I don't need to over explain to anybody about like what I'm doing out here or there. Yeah, on anything. Okay. All right, that's my first takeaway. Clarified by Knight of Wands again in reversal. Where did we see the Knight of Wands in reversal again? And it's not a player again. It's I think seeing judgment through. Yeah, okay. It's basically saying you're not alone. The person that has assisted in kind of seeking protection for me is here, has got my back, you know. Also objective, because they have to be. And then clarified by Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, they are here. On my personal time, like in offline read, I received you know, like the frame card with the like the picture in there. The FYI that I'm not alone. So I'm never alone. So okay. Five of Cups in reverse. Graceful goodbye. What the frick does that mean, graceful goodbye? Here. Oh, okay. So, just like that energy, as well as I'm here when I'm here, when I'm not, it's like just like a graceful goodbye. I could end it at any time, but it's gonna be for a good reason, and I don't need to over explain. It's just short and simple entry and exit, that kind of energy. Okay, so that's my. Okay, I need to move these up here so that I Oh no, that's my second takeaway. Right? Hold on. Frick. See? Again? Not again. Here we go. I don't remember. Gosh darn it. I think that was my first takeaway. Okay. All right, my second takeaway, if not, whatever, I'll get a bonus. I remember I forgot my portion in one of my recent readings, so it's okay if I go over. My second takeaway. Five of Swords. Big one up. Bye, Felicia. Yeah, graceful goodbyes. Bye, Felicia. Or whatever. Whoever. Goodbye. Hangman again. What? What is this? I guess this is just getting into the practice of rooting out people. Two of Wands, that is correct. Okay. Just be kind of detached, know what's best for me. Yeah, knowing what's best for me. Master number 22 here again. I'm present. Third takeaway. Star card in reversal. Page of Wands. What is this? I'm not sure, but I'll find out. Ten of Swords. What is this? Six of Cups. Okay. So hide and go seek, scavenger hunt begins. Okay. So this is showing me a wish is granted. Okay. Yeah, a wish is granted. It fell on the opportunities thing here. It did. And the judgment, like, yeah, wishes are granted. But this is like all one lump sum, so I don't have to exhaust so many wishes. This is saying one wish is granted, but it's a huge one. And so now this is the formal start. Feel the feels of whatever harmonizes me. It's just a start, because anything that I start is going to be an absolute like killer energy. I think who described it? Vibe described it as like big portfolio energy. And then Six of Cups, they're like, you're one of us. Yeah, one of us now. That's so weird. For sure. Oh my God. Here's another cup. You're one of us now. All right, that's it for now. I'm gonna go night time. But now, thank you for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, properties, passions, pursuits, and prospects. From those that call upon cash, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof, the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought, form, pattern, and or entity, to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformattings of love and light energy, and to be refortified in me, all the me hassle free, no doubt, no attachment, except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. All right, all right. Okay, upon closing the portals in these readings, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with the sequence of rollout. Enlighten the vehicles of portals in these readings now. Oh, and thank you for your support.